But let's talk some draft too. The draft is coming up, and I want to talk two players that have kind of emerged that a lot of people think could be on the Steelers draft board. Is a Landon Dickerson and Naiji Harris. Harry, what do you think about those guys?
Najee Harris, I like. He's
Mm-hmm.
if he's there, he's a good pick. I mean, a first round pick for a running back's tough, but
Yeah.
he, I could see him. He could be worth it. He. I remember, I think it was the playoff game where he just totally hurdled this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think was it Ohio State? It was, I don't know, but I mean, he is a crazy good athlete. So
He's
he's
fast.
he's a franchise running back.
I mean, he's
He does it
slotting
all.
right around where Pittsburgh drafts. A lot of people are projecting him around
He's
there
good.
if he goes first round.
No, he's
I
bad. I mean,
mean, it seems like the cards are in there because the Steelers need a running back. Art Rooney has said this week the Steelers will never be last in the league in running again.
hey, I don't hate the move. Get him.
If I had to pick, that's what I would. I mean, I want to see him in Pittsburgh.
He's big time. I mean, first round pick for a running back, not a good decision in most cases, but I gotta see what's available. You gotta see what's available when time comes, but
Yeah.
he could be worth it.
It's your biggest need, though. It definitely fills a need. And I don't think you want to take the pass him up and try to get him later, and then he goes early in the second round.
Yeah.
He might be your guy. Pittsburgh needs something. So
True.
Najee Harris and Peterson as a backup next year. Or Le'Veon Bell. He's still out there.
Le'Veon Bell.
He's still out there. Landon Dickerson, another person on the Steelers draft chart that a lot of people are calling for Steelers.
He would be good.
We need a center.
Okay.
Another Bama guy. Do the Steelers go all Bama this draft?
Hey, they're well coached. I mean, it's not a bad decision.
Mm-mm.
There's a lot of Bama players in the NFL.
Oh. Yeah. So let's look at our line then. So if we draft Landon Dickerson, Najee Harris, how are we looking up front?
I think that'd be good. We got holes to fill with Pouncey gone and Villanueva. Is he signed? He's coming back.
I think Villanueva is still out there, but a lot of people think the longer he's out there, he might be coming back.
So, yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with having a good line. It's very important.
Mm-hmm. One thing people think the running game may have struggled with last year. I wouldn't take. I mean, it was definitely not our best line, but Connor wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get a great lineman, big lineman, good lineman, around that point in the draft, grab him.
I'm all in.
It's not flashy. It's not a high profile pick, but
it's a Steelers pick. Steelers don't like to go for flashy when they draft usually.
Having a good line is worth a lot. Take him.
I like those two players. But this is a good opportunity for fan questions too. So if you're watching, comment below. Who would you want to see the Steelers draft? Who's in your first and second round pick for the Steelers this year? Maybe even who's your third round? What way do the Steelers go? I've seen some people calling Stills to the Steelers as well in a late round.
Could be. I don't know. I don't see it.
He's a Steelers type player.
Maybe late.
Late. I've seen some people calling 5th, 6th round.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Naiji Harris, though. I feel like that's how the Steelers are going. They've been so quiet about a running. I mean, with Art Rooney saying the Steelers will never be last in rushing again, and then being so quiet about finding someone to fill that gap, it just seems like that's the way they're going to go. Unless they make a huge sign. But who's out there for running back for them to sign right now that would be?
You need a good running back. I mean, it'd be good to take some of that pressure off of Ben so he's not throwing 40 times a game.
That was a big thing last year. The Steelers became really easy to defend because they're not rushing.
Yeah, you need running back. You need those plays. You need to get yards from that play so you're not passing every single down. The team's
Even
No.
if you don't have the best running back, just something to make the defense watch.
Yeah, gotta have
The
some
defense
threat.
has to pay attention to you rushing, and they didn't have to last year
Nope.
at all.
You gotta respect it.
With Ben too old to scramble, now you put Dwayne Haskins in there, and you get a new running back. That could be pretty dynamic.
Dwayne's
Now you
not
gotta-
much of a runner, though. He's not much of a scrambler.
He's not a runner, but he can scramble. He's young.
We'll see.
Ben can't do it anymore. Ben will break an ankle.
Ben, he can still
One
break
thing
a
that made me
tackle.
nervous too, I want to point this out. I like Ben Roethlisberger. I think he's been a great franchise quarterback, but he's old. And I saw him say something the other day about he wants him and Juju to be together as Steelers for years. Ben, man, you brought us a Super Bowl, but I don't think you got years left. And you're making me nervous when you say shit like that.
See how
Year.
this year goes.
Year.
Maybe it's just a down year. Maybe he'll get back up.
We'll see how this year's goes. Yeah.